What is poppin', everybody? What is poppin', y'all? Happy Simp Day to all the simps out there today on this wonderful Valentine's Day. It is February 14th, 2023. It is a Tuesday. In all seriousness, happy Valentine's Day to all the couples out there that are celebrating this uh, Tuesday, regular as Tuesday. You know, I always say if you want to show the person that you care about that you appreciate them, you don't need to show them on just one day of the year. You do it every day of the calendar year.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So for that, again, I hope all you guys tonight go crazy. All the couples out there. I can't relate, unfortunately. Can't relate. Normally this time of the year, I try to break up with them.
That's the childish person in us.
You know what I mean? This time, it's crazy. Um, my little cousin today went in with candy and shit with cards and for school, and I can relate
Oh,
because I've been there before. We've all
yeah,
been there, right?
yeah, I've
Make
done it.
make the
I got
little
the
heart,
teddy bear.
not even like make the little hearts, right? The big ass heart, and it's like
Yeah,
it's like Halloween in class almost. Trick or treat. Here you go. Here's this candy bar. You get that candy bar. You get And a lot of times these kids get, they give out some banging chocolates. You know what I mean? Candy in general. But if you're smart, you buy your chocolates the day after.
right.
The day
When it's
after
on sale.
that's when it's on sale. Hell yeah, bro. Now listen again. I said this on Sunday. My heart goes out. My thoughts goes out to all those who work in retail. Right.
Hmm.
Even today, bro. Where I used to
Hmm.
work at, dude, at the supermarket, they would literally they right now as we speak, the chocolate covered strawberries, the vanilla, the white chocolate covered strawberries, right? Boxes of
Hmm.
roses of dozens, right? Be sold. I remember this one guy came in and he bought like 7 boxes of dozen roses.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, one's from my wife, one's from my daughter, one's from my mom, one's from my sister, one's for my sister in law, right?
Hmm.
And I guess also one for his aunt and the other one for his side piece. And I was like,
Bruh.
yeah, he literally, I'm dead ass. Like he would literally say shit. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing?
He said it
And
was for my side piece. Heck
le-
no,
at
bro.
least, at least he was honest though. At least you know what he was honest about it. Now I hope a lot
Wow.
of you out there tonight go out to the restaurants. I hope you book your table days in advance. Don't book it
Yeah,
today. It's not
yeah.
happening, buddy. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Or else today you be eating a Whopper Whopper.
There's nothing wrong with a Whopper.
I love Whoppers. What? Impossible Whopper now. The Impossible Whopper slaps. But anyway, this isn't about Whoppers and chocolates and Valentine's Day and all that fun stuff. This is, ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know by now. It's Tuesday here on the Around the Point Network, so you already know what this. No, you know what it is. It is the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network, here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel, and also on Twitch. If you're on the channel right now, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. I'm like Fonzie from Happy Days. 2 thumbs up in there. You know,
Hmm.
share through social media wherever it is that you share videos. If you're on Twitch, twitch.tv/around the point, hit the follow button there and a lot of fun stuff. But what's going on, everybody? What's going on, gang? I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Steve. What's popping, y'all? And here we are with the parlay paralyzer himself, the one, the
No, no
only
parlay paralyzers, just Big Mike.
Big Mike. Now, no more.
No, not until I hit another one. But the parlay paralyzer, it'll be my name on Twitter because it's funny. But here it's just Big Mike.
You're on vacation. He's on vacation right now. He's
Yeah, until March 4th.
damn. I hear you. March 4th. March 4th. Oh yeah. The big fight, Johnny Bones, huh?
Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. So, Mike, Um, here's the thing. This is not the only time we're going live today.
Right.
We'll be going live later on tonight on NX3 on the
Right.
True
Filling
Heel
in.
Heat,
We're gonna be the losers of the night.
the LVPs of the night.
Yeah, we are your LVPs locked and loaded
Guaranteed,
on
yo.
this Valentine's Day watching wrestling
It's right. Watching
on
the wrestling
Valentine's Day.
on Valentine's Day, yo. Watching NXT. You know, you guys remember last week on a Wednesday on Let's Talk NXT, I had a breaking point. I had a meltdown. I went off.
Yeah,
And the question is, will it repeat itself again? That is the question. Will it repeat itself? I don't know. Possibly. But no,
maybe.
tomorrow. So here's the thing, right? It helps because tomorrow we will be bringing back Let's Talk NXT.
Yes, but it will be a shorter show.
You said it. It'll be a shorter show. I didn't want to do it. I did not. But Mike, he talked me into. He pulled the mother card.
Yeah, we're not gonna go out like that. We're not gonna let a show like that break us.
Yes, even though they're testing it, they're trying us right now.
Yeah,
They're trying us. And also, if you're gonna be on tomorrow later on tonight on NX3, I will be reading a poem, a Valentine's Day poem.
yes.
You heard it here first, y'all. I, Steve, will be reading a poem, a great poem, a legendary poem, so fitting for Valentine's Day. So fitting. So make sure you tune in tonight on NX3 when I read the poem. You know, but we got some things going on, man. We got some things going on as well here on the channel. In case you guys don't know, it's already a loaded week in wrestling. It's a loaded fucking week. Um, this Saturday is literally head to head, not head to head, but literally feels like it's head to head, right? It feels like it. So you have, hey Dolores, how you doing? Um, we have literally Chamber and also Battle in the Valley. So in case you guys don't know, I already said this to the boys. We are not about to do two predictions on one show. We're not doing that.
Right.
Hell no. So this Thursday at 8 p.m., myself, Caden, maybe Big Mike, who knows, will be previewing, predicting New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley. That's going to go
Okay.
down. That's Thursday, 8 p.m. That's after SAD, of course, right?
Right.
And then Friday on the flagship show at 10 p.m., we'll be previewing, predicting Elimination Chamber. So that's how it's going to go down. That's how we're doing it. All right. But in case you missed it, yesterday we went live with Steve's Kitchen. We talked about Jay White and the Fix, which you can go listen to in the archives of this channel. So, Big Mike, yesterday, Monday Night Raw, man, the go
Yes,
home show
sir.
to Elimination Chamber. They were live in Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? If you got a dollar bill, put your hands in. I'm kidding. I don't got a dollar bill on me right now. What I do have though is I got a $10 bill. Put my hand up.
I got 50 cents.
$15 bill. Put my hand up. $15.
I'm broke. I got 50 cents.
Imagine, Mike, you turned that 50 cents to a dream on FanDuel right now.
If only you can deposit 50 cents, you can only deposit $5.
I know. I'm also watching the Champions League right now as we speak. Watching PSG Bayern Munich. I do have a parlay going for that too. The last remaining of the Kick of Destiny, the $4, right? The last four.
There.
So it is what it is. But Big Mike, Raw last night, the go home show to Elimination Chamber in Brooklyn, man. You would expect, and now listen, I'm not gonna sit here and be like this show was terrible.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't really a terrible show. I don't want to be that
We gave it
guy.
a thumbs down on True to the Heat.
I know we did. But I don't want to sit here and be like, oh man, this show with the bleeding shits. But considering that it was a go home show, we're on the road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't feeling it, man.
Yeah.
And this sucks because you're bringing your go home show again. I just mentioned all of this, right? The road to WrestleMania, right? You're in the Northeast. You're in New
Right.
York. You're in fucking New York.
Right.
You're home. Granted, I know it's
Right.
not MSG, but you're in your main market.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? You know?
Right.
Uh, it's crazy. It's
Mm-hmm.
insane, man. Now, mind you, there was some good on the show. There was some good. We're not going to be like, yo, but this whole show was bad, right, Mike? Would you
No,
say?
the whole show wasn't bad. I mean, it was just not a lot of wrestling. It was a lot of talking, and I mean, it was some goofy, funny moments, but it is what it is
Of
with
course, yeah.
that.
With that, yes.
But
But
we had some decent, funny moments, but a lot of it was you could have did without.
yes, you should do the NXT show where you review the show and the next upcoming wrestling shows and events. We're working on that. Right, Mike? We're working on that. I
Yeah,
mean,
everything's a work in progress.
everything right now is a work in progress. Oh, like here's the thing, but like Kaden was, I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus here, but Kaden wanted to do 2 reviews in one show. And we're like, whoa, 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 pump the brakes there, buddy. Pump the brakes. We we not doing two predictions on one show. No, 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 no. That's why we're doing it one, but it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, people. So we kicked off Monday night. And again, we don't have no pictures here, no graphics today. We're considering it's the spirit of Valentine's Day. We're gonna raw dog it. You know, the spirit of Valentine's. You know, it's very fitting because later on, you know, we're gonna raw dog it today. Raw dog it.
Bruh.
You know,
Right on Valentine's Day, yeah, the
just
perfect day to do that.
exactly. Think about it, yo. You do it now. Listen, you raw dog it tonight. 9 months from now, gonna be what? November, right?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, baby. Hey, hey. All right. Anyway. So the show opened up with I'm trying to find the results here, the right results here though. So the show opened up with Becky Lynch, and she talks about she's with Adam Pierce, right? They're in the ring, and she talks about overcoming Bailey already, moving on, and she talks to Adam Pierce. What's so funny, Big Mike?
oh, that was on Instagram, and I saw Montez Ford's post.
About
It's Bianca's
out.
his lady. Huh?
God is
He said,
good.
yeah, he said, I would like to. He said, Happy Valentine's Day to the love of my life. My meal tonight, every night. he he was like my meal tonight and every night.
Good for him,
So,
yo. Good for him, yo. Lucky mother flower.
uh, lucky bastard.
Lucky mother flower, yo. I'll be able to me block Montez. Oh, look at this. Oh shit. He even got the photo too. Look at this. He
Yeah,
got
that's
the
what I'm saying. He got
this
the photo. He
it's
said my
oh
meal tonight and every night.
yes. But we opened up with Becky Lynch, and she's talking about how she overcame Bailey in the cage, thanked Lita, their history in the past, right? And she tells Adam Pierce, who's there also with her in the ring, that she wants something to happen, and that she know that Pierce can make this happen. Mike, Adam Pierce
Hmm.
can make this happen, and that is to add her into the Elimination Chamber match. She wants to be added into the chamber.
Hmm.
And then out came Bailey. Now
Yeah.
she wants to be added into the chamber as well. Right? And there's so long back and forth. Then out came Bianca Belair. And you know, she came
Yeah.
out and
She came out looking the way she was looking. I
broke the
can't believe I
internet.
missed that live.
Broke the
Man, if I would
internet.
have saw that live, I probably would have lost my mind.
I'm sure you would have, Mike. I'm sure you would have, man. I'm sure you would have went crazy with it, man. I'm sure. But
I'm a some bad news. I knew it. I love.
You missed it. You fucking missed
That
it.
was stupid. You
I
didn't have
know.
to play that clip.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But she's saying, hey, you know what? She already know we're gonna have WrestleMania, this and whatnot. And then Adam Pearce like, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what we'll do. We'll do tonight. Well, last night, of course, right? Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Bianca, triple threat. And whoever, and if and if Becky or Bailey get the pin, either one of them, whoever gets the pin, either one of them,
Mm-hmm.
they get added to the chamber, and it will start off as a triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I personally think that idea was stupid because I don't know if that's ever been a thing
Mm-hmm.
where they start off with 3 women. To my recollection,
On Raw?
no, like the chamber match, a chamber with 3 women. I think it's stupid because again, defeats the purpose of people qualifying, getting into the match,
No. No,
right?
that's why they were saying like, oh, will this be the first time more than 6 women be in the chamber? No. I think it's gonna be anyway. I think Chelsea Green's gonna some way get in it.
You think? I hope not. For everyone's sake, I hope not. So
I hope so. I think it'd be funny. At this
okay,
point, you got to.
but here's what I would have done. You know, Bianca doesn't have a match for chamber. She's not in the chamber match, right?
Right.
Why
Because the
not?
opportunity for the match is to face her at Mania.
So, but let's not get her. Let's not have her be off the hook either. How about instead, what they should have done? And then people might disagree with this, which is fine, but I'll just say it anyway. Have this match that we had on Raw last night at Chamber for the title.
That match that they had last night should have been for the title.
But do it at Chamber. Because right now, neither women have anything to do at Chamber. They're not doing anything.
It doesn't matter.
It's in my
It's the
it's in my end, and if I'm not mistaken, neither is Charlotte.
what? So have Charlotte versus Bianca at Chamber.
Hell no, hell no. But I'm just saying though, But the point is though, to me it was dumb, right? It was stupid as all hell. We'll get to the main event later on because Brooklyn did not give a shit about the main event.
No, neither did Detroit, Jersey, Brooklyn,
Nobody, Florida,
Florida
Florida,
slash Texas.
Tech, no one gave a fuck about that main
Nobody
event.
cared.
Nobody cared. It's like you can hear a pin drop in that building in the Barclays Center. It's like literally no fucks were given. No one gave a shit. It was pathetic. Fucking pathetic. So then we kicked off the first match of the night. We had the Street Profits. The Street Profits of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yes.
They were saying that Mommy wasn't even in the building. Mommy was out somewhere in the world promoting WrestleMania. That's what they
Right.
wanted you to believe.
Right.
I thought their match, as far as tag team goes, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it for what it was worth. People got to remember. You have Balor and Montez who are both in the chamber, right? My bad, not
Right.
Finn Balor. You have Damian Priest and Montez Ford who are both going to be in the chamber. I expect good things from both guys in that chamber match. Especially Montez
Mm-hmm.
Ford. Montez Ford going to do some fucking frog splash on top of the pod. Something
Oh yeah.
crazy. You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean? And Finn Balor has a tag team match with Rhea Ripley against Edge and Beth Phoenix. So it could have gone either way, right? It could have gone either way. It's good back and forth, but when it's all said and done, Balor and Damian Priest got the win. Your thoughts on that, Big Mike?
Yeah. The match was good. Um, the ending was funny because Rhea Ripley coming from behind to help Judgment Day. Um, we're gonna get that tag team match, that mixed tag at Elimination Chamber as well. Uh, and yeah, it was what it was. You know, it was to psych us out, and we got psyched out, and we got to see mommy.
Yes. Because after out came Edge, out came Beth Phoenix, right? They're about
Yeah.
to attack the Judgment Day. Then out came Mommy, hit the Riptide. So we
Mm-hmm.
got lied to. We got played, man. We got fucking played. But again, it hypes up their matches, right? Makes you
Right.
want to see what's gonna happen at the pay per view,
Right.
for what it's worth, right? It makes you want to see what's gonna go down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, after this, after this, what do we get after this? We got the contract signing of Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, man, Brock is like the ultimate babyface right now.
He is.
You know, um, even though I don't think their match at Chamber is gonna have a finish, I think it's gonna go to a no contest. Early
You think
prediction
so?
for that, man. I think so, yes. Because think about this, right? Let's say they ended at Chamber. Let's say they end this program at Chamber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically speaking, what is Brock gonna do at WrestleMania? What is Bobby gonna do at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
So I say put them. He was you know what? This is what everyone wants, right? Have this ended in no contest. You go to Mania. You know what? Fuck it. Put it on night two because there's no way Brock is doing night one. Hell no, he's not doing. He's doing night two.
Mm-hmm.
Bring out
Let
the
it be the
fight pit.
opener.
Maybe the fight pit.
That way you can take the ropes off and put them back on for the rest of the show.
Do the fight pit, and you know what? Bring out. You're not gonna do Daniel Cormier. Cormier, hell no. That ship has sailed.
Randy Couture.
Nah, I don't know about Randy Couture.
Frank Mir.
No. Well, I see what you're doing there, Big Mike. I see what you're doing there, Big Mike. Come on now, man. It's WrestleMania, right? WrestleMania, right? Where you bring the biggest names. You know what I'm thinking, Mike? You thinking
Ken
what I'm thinking?
Shamrock.
Hell no, Mike. Ken Shamrock, come on.
Why
Ken,
not?
Ken Shamrock, come
Ken
on.
Shamrock.
Come on, man.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Oh, Nate Diaz.
Think about it. He's not under contract to the UFC right now.
Is he gonna comply?
Bro, he's getting a payday.
Dude, I don't know if he's gonna comply.
He's getting a payday. He's gonna.
I don't care. He doesn't. I don't think. I think he's difficult to work with.
Or all right, you want difficult to work with, bro? You want difficult to work with?
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
You want difficult to work with?
I think he's difficult to work with too, but I don't know. I've never seen Nate Diaz in a setting where he's calm and has to
he's
do
cool.
stuff and take orders.
Well, he's chill with Triple H and Stephanie. If you remember what
I
Paul,
know.
remember Paul said to us a couple of months ago, he had a meeting with Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
There was a meeting. So for all we know,
Yeah, for all we know.
For all we know, man, there's probably a meeting going down, and we have to just wait and see what happens. But I will say, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by what's gonna go down. It should be fun, but I do think though, again, they end this in a no contest. But basically, they had the contract signing. Bobby came out. He was on the stage with his own table, his own little fucking desk, what have you. There was security there. Brock went through the security, and that was it, right? They brawled, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think this match ends. They don't have a winner at the pay-per-view. They have a brawl, but that's it. The belt.
Yeah.
I'll go on. I don't even think the belt even rings, man.
You don't think the bell rings, so they just
What?
come out there and
They
as
do a
soon as
round.
Bobby Lashley comes out, he just hits the ring, and
They
or Brock comes out and he hits the ring and just beats the crap out of Bobby.
they both just going back and forth. They do a Brock. They do a Rollins and Ambrose SummerSlam 2014,
Okay.
and then you fucking WrestleMania in the fight pit.
Okay. I say that happens, but this is how I think it happens. I think that, like you said, the bell doesn't ring, but when Bobby's getting his butt kicked,
The hurt business.
we get the Hurt Business, including Omos.
And Bobby's like lost, confused, like what the fuck's going on here? Like,
Yeah, because he's technically still a face, but he didn't act like a face on Monday.
I don't know, man. Brooklyn was chanting, Bobby's scared. Bobby's scared, man. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but he was doing all his face uh, moves, like doing the thing with his theme song, boom, 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 and having the crowd interaction and stuff like that. So he's still a face, but he's acting heelish. I
Oh,
think
I know.
I think he fully turns heel.
You think so? He
At,
finally
yeah,
fools
I think he
everybody.
fully turns heel. Yeah.
Could very well be. Could very well be. But there was that. We'll see where all that goes and all that stuff. Again, guys, if you're tuning in right now, we'll let you guys know we'll be going live later tonight on the True Heel Heats wrestling channel for NX3 tonight, as we'll be filling in for the boys watching NXT. And if you tune in later on that night, I'll be reading a Valentine's Day poem. So make sure you guys tune in tonight. It's gonna be a good one. From there, we get Meat Chin versus Piper Niven.
This happened? I don't remember this happening.
Yes, it did. Meat Chin and Piper Niven had a match.
I don't remember this happening.
All you need to know, Big Mike, Piper Niven got the win. She no longer do drop. You know what
Of
though?
course.
She got the win. Now I don't. Is Piper Niven or Meat Chin in the chamber or not? Right?
No. No.
I'll be honest here. I could have done without this match.
Yeah.
I could have done without this. I did not really care for this match at all.
No. I mean, I honestly don't remember it happening. So,
Here's
of
the
course,
thing,
I could have did
I,
without it.
I like Me Chin. You know, it's
I
just a
like her
shame that
too. I
they're
like
not.
both of these women.
It's a shame that AJ's hurt right now because right now she just cold as shit. Right now, she's cold.
Yeah.
You know, Piper Niven just came back and she got her name back, but other than that, what else is there for her to do right now?
Yeah. I mean, she needs to be that monster heel for the women at some point. I think they need to pull the trigger on her. Maybe they need to give her some wins. But yeah, she needs to be the monster heel at some point.
That could very well be too, Mike. That could very well be also the thing. Um, so there was that. Again, nothing to go crazy about here. Um, what else we get here? What else did we get? Um, they show you backstage Otis and eating a glizzy, right?
Well, all that mustard. I hate mustard. I hate plain mustard. I like honey mustard.
I like my hot dogs, believe it or not, with relish, a little bit of
You,
mustard,
you like it Chicago style?
and a little bit of ketchup in there.
Oh, they
Oh,
would yell at you. They would yell at you in Chicago.
this is where Mike just goes.
I mean, I don't eat glizzies like that all the time, but
Neither do I. Neither do I. Now,
um,
now over here we got a Colombian style. Colombian
if I do
style.
eat a glizzy, I get it at Five Guys because they make the best one.
Now we like over here we have a Colombian spot. What they do is it's the hot dog, right?
Hmm.
But they'll load it up with bacon bits
Hmm.
and potato chips.
Mm.
and then mayo ketchup sauce combined with a little bit of spice in there. So they load these shits up, and they're like, pretty smacking. But that's beside the point. They
When you
get
come here
interrupted.
for SummerSlam, I got to take you to a Coney Island so you can get some Coney dogs.
I look forward to that. So, what's it called? The Maximum Male Model crew come out. Whoever's left of them, right?
Maxine Dupree and Messé and
Massey.
Monsoir.
Yes, Mansoor. We have Mikel here.
Yeah. And
We have
Steve.
Stefan. We got Chase.
Walte.
Walty. K. We have K.
K-Dad.
K. But they again they're it started because Chad Gable throws the hot dog out of Otis's hand, and it lands on Mansoir.
Monsoir.
And here's the thing, right? They come into their own.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that? Remember, like years ago, people would shit on Mansoor because he's the propaganda talent, right, for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, for Saudi Arabia, yeah.
They have him beating all these fucking guys, dude. They have him beating everyone he doesn't deserve to be in the ring with, like a Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro. Remember, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
He's beating them all, but he had no business even being in the ring with them, right? And in Saudi Arabia, he's a big fucking deal. But if they only knew that here in the States at that time, you only see him on 205 Live. He's undefeated and shit. And now he's coming to his own. Now he has a character.
Yeah.
And so the same thing can be said for Mace or Mace. Same thing can be.
We'll just call him Mace.
I'm not talking about Mace the rapper either, but
Yeah, not Murder Mace.
But you get what I'm saying, though. Like they've come into their own, and I'm cheering for them. I'm really, I'm cheering for them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're gonna be tag team champions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know Chamber was this weekend. Neither did I. Well, I kind of did know, but still, Piper can be a monster heel. I like Vince wanted Nia Jax, but not to be, but never was. I don't think she's like most girls, though.
No, she isn't.
She's not like most girls. So there's that.
So
how you doing, Safet? How you doing? More Maxine, less male models. Yes, I love Maxine. Have you seen Maxine, bro?
Yes.
Did you know that she was a cheerleader at the Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Really?
Yeah, she was.
Wow. Speaking of football, breaking news.
Oh, wait. What's the breaking news, Big Mike?
The Raiders have officially informed quarterback Derek Carr that he has been released. So Derek Carr is no longer a Las Vegas Raider, nor did he want to help them out.
He did it to himself, didn't he?
No.
He did. Did you say that they offered him to get traded to a different team and he said no?
Yeah,
right?
He said no. Yeah.
So now he has
turned
no
it down.
So now because he turned it down, he has no team to go to. And now he's a free agent now, right?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
And he could have not been a free agent had he taken the deal, right?
No, he's still going to get signed regardless. He just didn't want to help out the Raiders because he hates the organization.
So just because of that,
congratulations, you played yourself.
So really, the Raiders played themselves because they thought that they could, treat them like dirt and still get something out of it.
Big Mike, you seen Juju Smith, Schuster's Valentine's?
No, I didn't. Did you know that dude was half Samoan?
Who?
Number 9 on the Chiefs, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, the one that scored a touchdown and
Yes.
The one who I should have put on my parlay.
Yeah, he's half Samoan. He was wearing the lei like Roman Reigns. He had the tribal chief lei and
Yeah,
the Samoan flag in the post game. Dolores, where's it at on Instagram or Twitter? I'm pretty sure
probably
it's Instagram.
probably Instagram. Derek Carr fleeced them. He practically said, "Fuck the Raiders." So let's move on with Raw. All right, let's move on. So basically, they gave Otis a business card to be a maximum male model. So you know where this is going, Mike. And you know what? I don't hate it at all. I do not hate this. I think at some point in juncture, everything comes to an end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he sent it to me. She sent it to me. Here you go. Now I'm gonna send it to you, Big Mike.
Okay.
There you go.
That's cold.
Cold
That's
blooded.
cold.
It is. Indeed, it is.
That's
So
cold.
so after
I'm gonna
this,
put this in the
Mike.
group chat.
So after this, right? Uh, what happened here? Oh, that was almost, man. Almost had it. He almost had it. God damn it, yo. Anyway, where was I here? Jerry Jarrett passed away.
Oh no.
The father of Jeff Jarrett. Plus side men should be represented. Happy for. Thank you. Exactly. You know, big and round the new Calvin Klein. But again, in all seriousness, thoughts and prayer go out to the family of Jerry Jarrett. Uh, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hope Jeff Jarrett is doing okay.
Exactly. I'm gonna miss saying, well, you know, but
Yeah.
that's beside the point. We're not gonna go there today. But yes, I do agree, Chief. Plus size men should be represented. Happy for Otis. It's a couple of big guys here right now. You know, we're happy.
It's
We're
gonna
pulling
be
for.
so funny too when they actually get deep into it.
And you see him in a speedo. You see him in some tight ass outfits and shit.
Yeah.
I know, I know. So from there we get an interview, right, with Baron Corbin. And then it gets interrupted. I just been informed something happening in the ring, and out comes Sami Zayn in a hoodie,
Yeah.
like he just like hacked the arena. They just try to sneak into the arena, whatever, right, in a hoodie, right?
Yeah.
And he comes in and he calls out Cody Rhodes. He calls out the road coaster, and they proceed to have the best segment on the show.
Yes.
And I love what they did here, Mike. I love what WWE did here. You're probably wondering, gee, Steve, Mike, what is that? Simple.
Well,
It's simple. Tell them, Mike, what did they do here?
they added another layer to this story, and they could have possibly ruined the story at the same time, but they took the chance. They gave everybody hope and the belief that Sami Zayn can beat our tribal chief, mine only on this show, tribal chief, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And that bro was towards yourself because you played, Steve. This is what you did when you took when you took Drew McIntyre over Roman Reigns.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Like I said before, I went back to the past and I talked to. Anyway. Where were we?
But they cut a hell of a promo.
They did.
The emotion from both men, especially Cody. This is why Cody is so good. He can bring out the emotion in anybody. He did it with Paul, doing it with Sami. Who is he going to do it to next?
I think Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, man. Oh, man.
If he does, oh man.
Oh, man. But when you thought this story couldn't get no better, it did.
It just went to a different layer, right? This was a whole different
They added a new layer and it went to a whole nother level. And it was great.
yes.
You know. And props to Brooklyn for not totally hijacking the segment, because they almost did. You know, it was a couple chants. They did a "This is awesome" chant. They did something else. They let them talk.
What they do? What are they chanting? Cody sucks? Or are they chanting? Let's go, Sami. Let's go, Cody.
No, they was I forget the first chant that they did, but after that they did the
Ole,
"This is
the
awesome" chant.
Ole.
Oh yeah, they did the Ole.
Which I
Yeah,
like,
they
by
did
the
that.
way, because again, it makes you hope and pray, wherever the hell you hope and pray to, that come Saturday night, that Sami Zayn comes out to his old theme song.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Sami Zayn cutting his hair off. That's not happening.
Yeah.
But I hope he comes out to that old theme song in Montreal, where they're gonna eat that shit alive. But I love what they did here. Man. I love what they did here, though, bro. They tested the waters. More importantly,
They did.
they did. They tested the waters. All right. What happens when we have Cody and Sami in the ring at the same time? People say people are gonna boo Cody Rhodes and chant Sami Zayn and all that stuff, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were wrong. Granted, to be fair, too, this was the East Coast.
Right.
This was in New York. Now, would this same result been the same had this been in, let's say, I don't know, fucking Little Rock, Arkansas? Would have been the same result, Mike? Do you think the same reaction? Would the same reaction have been had they been in, I don't know, Mobile, Alabama? Mike?
It all depends. It all depends. I think this story is so deep, rich, to where I think they could have did this anywhere and got the same thing.
You are correct. I think so too. I think so. You could take this anywhere, and it's crazy. Reading the comment here, right? Soccer chants. I hope Sami goes back to his old look and music for Elimination Chamber. I hope the music though. All right, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. People that there's still people on social media when people want people to turn on Cody. Vofi. I'm sure he's going to say Cody is over. People have to face it. It's not AEW.
Yeah.
My man, one word. Grammarly. It's free. Respectfully. But yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I just think this is great because it's another layer to all this whole craziness that is the road to WrestleMania, the main event, right? Cody, right, won the Rumble, right? He then confronted Paul Heyman. Now, again, who's literally the wise man, the consultant, right? The
Yeah.
consultant, the wise man, right? To Roman Reigns. He has connection to Dusty Rhodes, right? Many years ago, he snuck into a WCW creative meeting, right? When Paul Heyman was a photographer for magazines. But again, Cody, my bad, Paul Heyman has a special place in his heart for Dusty. This past week, Sami Zayn.
Right.
What's in common? Dusty's kids.
Right.
Right? Sami Zayn loved Dusty Rhodes. Did so much for him. Believed in Sami Zayn. Right? And he doesn't know if he can beat Roman Reigns. He believes he can be a champion. He believes he can be in the main event of a WrestleMania, but he doesn't believe he can beat Roman Reigns, which is respectable. He's being honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I love how Cody basically motivated him.
Yes.
And he told him at the end, listen, I don't want to see you back on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
The next time I see you, I want it to be in the main event of WrestleMania. Insert imaginary WrestleMania side behind Big Mike.
Yes.
Even though
behind me will be Gangamania.
Gangamania, which, by the way, the logo will be revealed in a couple of weeks. We've seen the logo. We've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it.
It looks nice. It looks
nice. Real good. Yeah.
Double Z TV he went crazy with it. So we gotta find it at home. We have to find it at home.
Yes.
So we'll keep you posted when shirts are available for sale and all that stuff. All right, before WrestleMania and all that stuff. So we'll see what's popping this year. What's it called? I just loved how Cody motivated Sami Zayn. Gave him that inch of motivation, right? Like, hey, listen, I believe you can do it. And the crowd started chanting, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. You can do it.
All night long. Especially on Valentine's night. Hey, all night. Shout out to all the hotel mates who gotta go into the hotel rooms tomorrow morning and switch out the sheets.
Right.
You nasties.
Right.
Like Lacey Evans would say.
They gotta do that anyway, because I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, you gotta leave it alone, yes. I gotta leave that alone. Leave that alone. Mike, did you hear Cody's interview with Ariel Helwani?
I did. I have to finish it. I think I have 10 minutes left, but I did hear the Hot 97. I watched those back to back. I started with the Hot 97, then I went to Ariel. I might just start over the Ariel interview because he posted a separate clip.
He believes that's still his baby, man. Like Cody. The AEW is still his baby. He still believes that fences can be amended. He hopes, right?
Yeah.
Coming out of the brawl out, which, it is what it is, right? At this point in juncture. But I love that segment though. I loved it.
I loved it too.
They got the shit out of the way. All right, let's put Sami and Cody in the ring, which I personally would have not done. Because you didn't know which way it would go. I'll go one step further. You do not, and I repeat this right now, WWE, you do not have Cody show up in Montreal. No. Cody should not show up in Montreal.
No. That'd be a mistake.
Not for SmackDown, nor for Chamber. Now, if you want him to pop up on a video, Titantron after the match, by all means. But you know what it is too, though, bro? I think it was Don Tony who said this today. I was listening to him while I was at work. It's like week after week, it's becoming very apparent that Sami Zayn is not going to be in the WrestleMania main event.
Right.
And people need to understand that, Sami's great. But let me repeat this. We are not going to Lex Luger, Cody Rhodes, going into WrestleMania. We're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I read these already.
Oh, yeah, you did?
Yeah, I saw
Even
the
this one.
Juju tweet as a lifelong Philly fan. He's wrong for that. He got the dub. It still hurts. SMH.
Yeah, it does still hurts, doesn't it?
Hurts for everybody. The fix was in.
It hurts too.
It hurts. Come on, man. Oh, Mike, what was that again? Though, what?
So it hurts for hurts too.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt big time.
Why what?
I think he was saying, why shouldn't Cody show up to Montreal? I think that's
Hello.
probably it.
Do you know Montreal, Canada's bizarre world, basically, right? You want Cody Rhodes to walk into a pro. And what I mean pro, it's like pro Sami territory. Where what they want to see is Sami Zayn walk out of that building as the new champion, which is not going to happen, of course. It's not happening.
Right.
But in their eyes, that's what they're expecting Saturday night.
You know what I do think that happens?
What? Don't tell me.
I think Kevin Owens shows up.
And costs Sami the championship.
No. And we get probably the greatest near fall in a long time in WWE to help Sami Zayn win the title. And then the rest of the bloodline comes out, beats up Kevin Owens. And then we get a spear, 1, 2, 3, and steel. And then they have him lying in the ring, and Kevin Owens gets in the ring and helps them out. And they walk into the sunset to WrestleMania.
I think so too, man. That could very well happen. But again, we are not bringing Cody Rhodes to Montreal. No. That's like talking crazy right now. No disrespect, but that's talking crazy right now. It really, really, I'm sorry, but it is. After this, we see Baron Corbin try to redo his interview. He talks about Sami Zayn, talks about Cody, reminds everyone that he was the last person to pin Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm happy they did. I'm happy they brought that up.
Finally, even though it doesn't mean nothing now because you suck.
And he talks about how Cody's gonna lose. He can't stand Cody. He can't stand his brother, and he can't stand Dusty. And mind you, Cody's behind him, listening to all this shit.
Yeah, listen, and he talks about the injury too. He said he had to be sidelined for months from a minor injury.
Mind you, Cody's behind him. He's taking off his jacket, taking off his watch.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, it just shows you how big of a loser Baron Corbin is.
And then they lead to Cody snapping, and he's attacking Baron Corbin. In his suit, mind you. In his fucking suit.
In his suit. A nice suit, by the way.
Indeed. And he tells the referee to come with him. Has an impromptu match right there. Cody in a suit versus Baron Corbin, who's in his wrestling gear, by the way.
Yeah.
Who's in his wrestling gear, by the way. Mike, give me a sec. Take it away for a bit, Mike. Hold it down for a bit.
Yeah. So he beats him up in the suit. It was hilarious. While he had on the modern day wrestling god shirt on, it was just so poetic. It was dumb that, Baron Corbin is was doing all of that. It was hilarious. Just to see how bad he sucks now. Hopefully, you know what they should have did with Baron Corbin? They should have had him lose every single bit of his money in those poker games, and then it just leads up to losing. And then they do the same thing that they did with JBL to him, and he goes back to broke ass Corbin. And then we get funny segments again from him, which should happen. Yes, Fed, it wasn't minor. That's what made it so, heel heatish. is that it wasn't a minor injury. So Cody said, "I don't mind you trashing my brother. You speaking on my dad. Dog is too far." Yeah, true, true. Yeah, and you can talk about Dustin, but not Dusty. Not not none of that. You can't do none of that. Um, but in this little time, if you guys got any questions until Steve comes, send me your questions so I can answer them. And until Steve comes back, you know. Uh, yeah, but Raw up until this point was kind of a doozy. I mean, it wasn't like a bad watch. I'll probably go into my explanation again. It wasn't a bad watch at all, but it was for a go home show. It didn't get me that excited for Elimination Chamber, but at the end of the day, we're still gonna watch it. So whether I'm excited or not, we're here. So Josh, yeah, the matches were meh. It was very meh. Like it wasn't that many matches neither. It was just
I,
like a
I'm
lot
back.
of talking.
I'm back, brother. What were we?
I was just saying like I was giving my overall thoughts again on the show until you came back.
So what were we again? Yeah, Cody beating the fuck out of Baron and shit, and
Yeah, we were at the end of that. Yeah,
yeah, man. Listen, Cody in a suit, man. How badass of him, right?
yeah.
Right, badass of him in a fucking suit, man. In a fucking suit. So let's move on from here, right? What else happened on the show? We had I guess all the women that are in the women's chamber match, right? You had Oscar, Carmella, Nikki Cross versus from Raw, right? Versus the SmackDown 6 of who was the SmackDown women, right?
It was
Natalia, Liv Morgan,
Natalia,
and
Liv
Raquel
Morgan.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, and they went up against Asuka, Nikki Cross,
and Carmella.
Carmella. There we go. Yeah.
And somewhere in this too, you had
So Spaz.
what's going on, Spaz? How you doing? Somewhere in this, you had Chelsea Green, I guess talking about wanting a match, wanting to be part of this, right?
Yeah, she wanted to be in the elimination chamber match,
And
or make it a fatal four way to get her in the elimination chamber. And she
and
wasn't gonna leave his office until it was done.
she's probably
You know,
still
I
there right
think I
now.
think she's yeah, I think she's still in that office, but I think that she's gonna get added.
You think so? Be the first
I
one
think
eliminated?
so.
Be the first one out?
Be the first one eliminated. Yep.
In 20 seconds? So basically in this match, Team Raw got the win, right? Team Raw got the win. Oscar looked great, and there was that.
Hmm.
From there,
Yeah.
we get Bronson Reed versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali versus Bronson Reed, Mike. Your thoughts on the match?
It happened.
It happened. You know, here's the thing about it, bro. It's kind of unfortunate. I like Bronson Reed.
Yeah, me too.
It's unfortunate that he's not really connecting. And I remember when he showed up, I remember it was Caden. Oh, no reaction. I'm like, remember where they were at the time, right? In
Hmm.
some random town. I figured, all right, they'd be in New York, right? You probably get a big pop here because New York, the East Coast is the
Yeah.
Smarky fan. No disrespect, but the Marky,
Yeah.
diehard.
Everybody knows. Yeah. Everybody knows who certain people are.
Everyone that's in the knows, right? That fan base, and You got no reaction. Just crickets, man. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You know?
Yeah.
But he got his win. That's all I can say about it. Will you call me crazy, Mike, if I say that I think Bronson Reed's winning the chamber?
For the U.S. title.
Yes. Do you think I'm crazy if I say that?
You're
Because think about this, right? Because think about this.
you're
You
something.
don't think about this, right? Does Austin Theory need to be U.S. champion to challenge John Cena at WrestleMania?
Who did what?
Does Theory need the U.S. title to go up against John Cena at WrestleMania?
Yes and no. It'll be a yes because what? Wasn't it like Cena's first Mania? He won the U.S. title, so it'd be funny if he walks in as U.S. champion and beats John Cena.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
So yeah,
But we'll see what happens with that. We'll see. But I get the feeling though, man. Reed can go. I'd be down for that. Um, the women's titles at Mania are so different. The main event is Queen versus the Nightmare, and the somewhere in the mid card Pennywise Oscar is gonna save the other belt.
I can't unsee it now. Pennywise Oscar,
How? What makes her Pennywise?
her face.
Why?
Look up a picture of Pennywise and then
Uh,
look at Oscar.
okay. I'll look at it later.
I can't unsee it.
Okay. Sammy will have a very good showing in the match. It's Saturday, but Cody's winning those titles at Mania. Trapkedia, in a perfect world, I would think so, yes. But I think, and we said this before, Mike, WWE is very aware that Roman's hitting that 1,000-day mark.
Yeah, I think Cody isn't winning at Mania. I think they prolong it until
Yes.
SummerSlam.
WrestleMania Backlash. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. Theory defends the U.S. title against Cena at Mania and drops it at Raw after Mania to main roster debuting Braun Breaker.
Do you want
Yeah.
Braun Breaker coming in right away winning the title? I don't know.
You want people to hate on him already? You know, there's folks who don't like Braun Breaker, all right, as it is. I don't know why. You know, I think, but Braun, and I said this before, I'll say it again, less is good with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect him to give me, just like Jade Cargill, I don't expect him to give me 30-minute, 45-minute strong style classic. I don't expect that from someone who hasn't been doing this that long.
Right.
You gotta remember that. Y'all must have forgot. Braun Breaker has not been doing this for a long time.
Steve, could you look up something for me, please?
Sure. What do you want me to look up?
Could you look up and see who's the longest reigning U.S. champion?
Okay. Longest. WWE champion.
How's that hair looking?
Hey
What's up,
boys.
Caden?
What's up, Caden? How's that hair? I hope he got I hope Caden has a shape up. You think Caden got a shape up, Big Mike?
No, I mean
Even-
he said he was getting the dead ends cut.
Do you
So
even think he
maybe
knows
he's
what a
got a
shape
nice
up
trim.
is?
A shape
Okay.
up.
So if we're being technical with it, if we're just talking about the title as a whole, just the title.
In WWE, not
Oh,
ever.
well, under the WWE banner, that'll be Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, with 351 days.
Oh yeah, when he didn't defend it at all, he was just holding it. I guess so. Yeah, that'd be probably one reason you would want to put it on Braun Breaker, just to get you know, Dean Ambrose stench off of it. You know, you can't say, oh, the longest reigning champion, Braun Breaker.
Go
It was
fire.
who is the
The
longest
long.
reigning US champion, because I mentioned that because of it's like, why would you somebody said uh he defends the title at Mania. uh Theory defends the title at Mania against Cena, and then he drops it to Braun Breaker after Mania on Raw. And it's like, do you want to see Braun Breaker win a title that fast in a call up?
So right now, Theory has it. Okay, never mind. But yeah, good question, man. Uh, U.S. of J. Bottle bring
Uh,
prestige to that belt.
yeah, Jay White. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Uh,
I wouldn't mind seeing it,
you wouldn't mind seeing
but I wouldn't keep him in the mid card picture that long.
I mean, you got to start him up somewhere, though. You just
You
don't
got to start
expect,
him somewhere, but I don't want him to stay there. Huh?
just can't
You know,
expect
we
the
see
guy
what
to.
he can do. We see what he can do on a high level. You know, as a world champion. You know, he's not
Yes.
a bad talker. He can get some good heel heat, and he's just he's good in every sense of the way. You know, I can't believe I'm saying this about Jay White, but he's good. He's good. You know,
So no crazy, Mike. Somewhere out there right now, Jay was hearing you say all this, and he's like,
Fuck!
he's happy, yeah. He's
I didn't
happy.
even see it. Could you play it again?
Fuck!
Say now. Um, where was I? Where was I, Mike?
We were talking about you said
Braun break,
not
Braun
Braun
breaker,
Breaker. We weren't talking about Braun Breaker. You said call me crazy. I think Bronson
Bronson
gonna
Reed,
win it.
the U.S.
Yeah.
title. I mean, you want to give him a monster run. I feel like something monstrous, you know.
Yeah, but is people gonna care?
That's the
Like,
thing.
he's already getting no reaction,
I know. Is the thing.
even in the hot states or in the hot cities. He's getting no reaction. So are people gonna care? I don't think people are gonna care.
I'm afraid to either, Mike. Other people will carry either, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Move on. Let's move on here. From there we get Miz TV with Seth freaking Rollins.
This was funny.
This was funny.
Seth
Seth,
Rollins had on the most viral piece of clothing in a long time. I will say the most viral piece of clothing since the freaking parachute pants in the 90s. But which were the hammer pants. But he had on the mischief boots. If you haven't seen them, they look like Astro Boy boots. They look like unblown up helium balloons,
okay, put it this way. Imagine the SpongeBob squeaky boots, but red.
but red.
Imagine those.
Yeah,
That's what you got with these squeaky boots. Um, you know what though? Rollins made it work though,
he made it work.
which
He
surprised.
actually looked decent in them.
Yes, he did. Seth Rollins
Oh
made the
man!
shit work, yo. To my surprise.
And this was the second celebrity in the Barclay to wear them. You had Coil Ray the day before or 2 days before performing at the halftime show in them, and then you got Seth Rollins in a segment
You know what's crazy,
wearing it.
bro? Seth Rollins was on the Complex Sneakers IG page.
Oh, with them on? I gotta look that up.
No. So they Complex Sneakers mentioned Rollins, like, oh, look at this Raw super WWE superstar, you know, wearing the mischief boots.
Yeah, that's what I said. They had him wearing it.
Yep. So there was that. What was this? What does he want? Oh, look at this. Rocking those big red boots. They got boots at Universal.
Oh my god, they even put these dang things on Michael Jordan. They should delete they. They must have deleted it. Well, it might be on their story or something.
Probably so, yeah. So let's continue. Yeah, with Complex Sneakers, Mike. Complex
Yeah, I'm on
Sneakers.
Complex Sneakers. See it.
You'll see it. You'll see it, guys. I'm still looking at this Bianca Belair photo. Oof. Gotta keep
No,
scrolling down.
no,
Here it is,
no.
Mike. Look. You see it?
Oh, I see it. I see it now. Yeah,
Yeah, Miz hit him with the what are those, right? Miz hit him with the
yeah,
what are those? And again, they mentioned Logan Paul. But you know where this is going. All this led to Rollins attacking Miz with the curve stomp. Someone in theory got involved. Um, but yeah, it was funny to see Rollins stomp the Miz with the big red boots. And not to mention the fact that right after that, Miz had a match with Rick Boogs.
yeah.
And somewhere in the match, Rick Boogs curled the Miz. Mike, I've seen it all.
Yeah,
He curled the Miz.
I'm still on the Seth Rollins boots thing. I read some of the comments. People are more uh shocked by the Miz doing a "What are those" joke
Because you haven't heard that joke
than
in years.
yeah than Rollins wearing the shoes. Isn't that crazy? It's
Yeah,
like people are more mad that Miz was like, "What are those?"
you know what it is? Because Miz had open target to roast Rollins for the boots. When you think
Yeah,
about it, right? Open target to roast him. And instead, he hit with the what are those?
yeah,
It's like Dak Prescott against the Niners, right? With like what 34 seconds on the clock, whatever the fuck it was, and all he did was a 4 yard pass.
yeah.
It's like that almost, like I know
Nice
shitty.
football analysis.
It was shitty, right?
You give the best football analogy when the season's over.
Did I really? Was that good?
Yes, she did.
Thank you, Mike. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Hit target. Good. He hit target. All right. I was doubting Neymar to hit target. All right. All right. But what's it called,
How's it
Mike?
looking? Is it looking bad or is it?
We're working. It's working. It's free money though, so I don't. I'll go crazy on this shit, Mike. You know me already. But what was it called? What's it called, Mike? Um, now Steve knows football.
Right
Okay.
now, Steve knows football.
Hey man, it happens. Don't worry. Though. Next season, matter of fact, wait till the XFL comes out.
No. We don't pay attention to that. When
What about the
you have
US?
31 days, you have 31 days till the free agency. Get ready.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, Rick Boogs did a curl on the Miz and ended up beating him. So there was that. No one gave a fuck.
Right. I certainly don't care.
This is the part of the show where the show just took a nosedive. Like, say, fuck it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
This is where the show just took a fucking nosedive and no one gave a fuck, which sucks, but it's reality, you know? We then get the main event. Bailey versus Becky versus Bianca, all three B's, triple B's, you know? Um, Here's the thing. You expect with that name power, it'll be a good match. And I'm not saying it wasn't a bad match. The crowd just didn't give a fuck.
I didn't care neither.
Now, Mike, let me ask you this question. 'Cause I've been seeing this a lot on social media, and I'm going to ask you. And I want to ask the chat too. Do you think Bianca Belair is the female John Cena? I keep hearing this on social media. Oh, Bianca wins. It's always Bianca, Bianca, Bianca wins. I'm tired of Bianca already. What have you? Chat me up, Mike.
That's a good question. I she would have to. Okay, I would say she's the John Cena of the women's division. If Asuka wins the Chamber and she beats Asuka at Mania, that's when I'll say she's the Cena because that's what Cena would do. The person you would think would take the title off of him, he beats. You know?
Yeah.
So if she beats Asuka, or if Asuka somehow, wins the Elimination Chamber, goes on to Mania, puts on a heck of a performance. Okay, Asuka's winning here, and if she beats Asuka, she's the John Cena of the women's division. Then that's where the mega hate will happen.
That's what I'm saying too. Oh,
So I don't, not yet, but
I say give it time, people. Let's just let it relax for a little bit. We don't want to jump the gun right away on anything like that. But I knew this time. I knew this would be coming, though. I knew this day would come. And here we are.
I
But
mean,
that was.
any.
Go on, Mike. I'm sorry.
So any person would get this much hate if they hold the title this long. So it's coming with the territory, but I haven't seen nothing super egregious yet.
Oh, it's coming though. You'll see.
Yeah. Once I see something super egregious, then I'll be like, okay. Now it's starting to, I like you too, but no, you should have lost.
Facts. View them comments here. It was a good match. It was a very good match by Caden. The ending was awful. Trekidia right here. It's Oscar's time beginning the Saturday. I get why people think Reed will win Saturday, but I put the United States title on Gargano. Gargano's been cold as shit too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean he can't stay healthy. Well, he's having a tough time getting his footing off of his injury, so he hasn't had enough time to get momentum. I feel like out of all the people, let's look at that lineup. Shall we? Let's look at that lineup.
Sure.
Elimination Chamber at the Bell Center in Montreal, Canada. Matches. Okay. So we got Austin Theory, the champion. Character change. People's warming up to him. Seth freaking Rollins, the hottest person in this match right now. Along with crowd, matches. Put a guy over if he wants to. Heck, this whole WWE season, because the season ends when WrestleMania ends. So this whole WWE season, this 22-23 season of WWE, he's been putting guys over, having bangers. But he's the hottest guy in this match. Johnny Gargano, cold as the freezer in your grandparents' basement.
be hanging some meat. You could be hanging some meat there right now. You know what I mean? Next
Yeah.
tonight, everyone thinks Gigi's showing up, but I've heard she's being kicked off TV for a few weeks due to the kick to the face and probably concussion protocol. Crazy you mentioned that because myself and Big Mike will be on later tonight to take over on the True Heel Heat Wrestling channel as we'll be
Yes.
watching along NXT on NX3.
We are your default LVP.
LVPs for the night.
Okay. Bronson Reed, no reaction. He's good, no reaction. Damian Priest, he's probably what the
He's the modern day.
you ain't coming neither? I thought you said you was gonna be on it too.
He lied. Come on. But I bet you that if it was AW Dark or Dark Elevation or Rampage, he'd be all up in that, wouldn't he? He'd be
Damian Priest is probably the second biggest heel on Raw in the Judgment Day. Third biggest. Montez Ford. He's in a good tag team, but there's no momentum with him neither. I mean, he's in the feud with Damian Priest for months. Or with the Judgment Day for months with the Street Profits.
facts. Come
Can
on,
you
Neymar.
send Caden the link?
We're about to wrap up.
Oh yeah, he wants
what?
the link.
We're about to wrap up, man. Listen, he should have been on, but he had to get his hair cut, okay? We're about to wrap this up. I got shit to do, man. I love you, Caden, but come on, man. Listen, man, we've been live now for an hour and 20. You about to make this go a 2-hour show with Caden on right now?
No.
Caden, we love you, but we're about to wrap up the show, man. We're about to wrap. We're about to wrap up the show, Caden. Sorry. He's like, Mike, you send it.
I'm in a rock and a hard place right now.
Mike.
What?
I want to show off my hair.
Guess what? Meet us at 8:00 Eastern on True Heel Heat, and you can show your hair off.
And I'm reading a poem at the end of I'm reading a poem, a Valentine's Day poem. So make sure you tune in for that one. I'm reading a Valentine's Day poem, which I hope the good brothers over there give me the green light to do. So, bruh, I got dinner with my grandma.
Well, enjoy that dinner then. We'll see you too. We'll see you Wednesday.
No, we'll see him Thursday. Forget him. He doesn't do Let's Talk NXT.
Oh yeah, we'll see you Thursday then.
On sad. Enjoy your 2 days off. I didn't get no call out request, no PST, none of that. No call, no
PST.
show. I'll be driving from Laredo for Dynamite tomorrow. JC is hyper. She's hyper. She's good, but she's wild. Guess so.
Yeah, that's why I said I hope Shawn Michaels better be right.
I hope the Bible Thumper is right, man.
You better be
Caden
right.
got no excuse. Caden got an excuse for everything. Yeah, Romeo, he does. But the guys later on tonight on True Heel Heat Wrestling, myself and Big Mike will be watching along NXT on NX3. We'll be the de facto LVPs of the night.
Yes, we are your default LVPs.
No, I am not. But I'll be reading a Valentine's Day poem tonight over on True Heel Heat on NX3 tonight. I'll be reading a Valentine's Day poem by a legend himself. A legend. Mike knows who he is.
Yes. It's not. It's very quick. It's short. It's short. It's literally short.
It's funny as hell, though. Let's just say our good old homie Leon hooked this up.
Yes.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, y'all. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Mike, before we wrap this up, we'll give us a grade.
A grade?
Yes.
Oh man. This show, letter grade wise, gets a D minus.
D minus.
D minus.
I'm gonna give this a C minus,
Oh, you're nicer than me, man.
but going into the D. Now, mind you, in some states, a D is a passing grade.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is.
But that's gonna be it for us, guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you are new to the Around the Point Network, please hit that subscribe button down below in case you guys have missed it. Yesterday, myself and Big Mike, we were live and of course, Caden, of course, and Romeo. We're live with Steve's Kitchen. We talked about Jay White and The Fix. This Thursday, we'll be going live at 8 p.m., hours after SAD. We'll be predicting New Japan's Battle in the Valley. And then Friday night at 10 p.m. on the flagship show on Around the Point, we'll be previewing and predicting Elimination Chamber. So if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button down below. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Big Mike, let them know. Where can they check you out?
You can check me out today, wasting my life tonight on NX3 as your designated loser. And also, you can check me out on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. Yeah.
But Mike, I'm also reading a poem, Mike. I'm also reading a poem.
Yeah, I've heard this poem many a time.
To be a good one, guys. To be a good one. But I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. For myself, for Big Mike, for the gang. You guys have been awesome as always. Want to thank you guys as always. Of course, you guys are awesome. All right. We're out of here. Happy Valentine's Day. See you guys later on tonight on the True Heel Heat Wrestling channel for NX3. This has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Get ready to wax that ass tonight.